Okay, hello everyone. I am the Inadequate Stream here today, and we are going to be playing some Destiny Age of Triumph, hopefully. I have recently installed an update 2.6 as a matter of fact. As you see, Destiny has changed its backdrop when you load into it, which is something new with this update. Hopefully the audio balance is okay as well. And they've changed the music as well. So it is Destiny 1. I guess this is the way Destiny would have loaded up back in the day, although it's been ages since that's happened. I'll turn the audio down for my TV so, you know, that it doesn't cause too much interference, because the game audio coming out of my TV right now is going to be ahead of the game audio that you're going to hear, so it saves me editing stuff afterwards. And it's awkward for me to see the capture because I kind of have to do like a 180-degree turn. Literally like a 180-degree turn to see where my laptop is and see the capture as well. Well, barely even the capture. I have to lean forwards to be able to see what's going on right now. I also have my drink behind my microphone here. Initiating a take a sip already. Not even 2 minutes in and I'm taking a sip. Not even a minute 30 in I'm taking a sip. So, I actually have my Xbox One sitting on top of my PS4 right now in my room. Oh no, we're contacting Destiny servers. That's not a good sign. Okay. So, usually when you install updates, it comes up with this screen. Oh, here we go, look. It's 2.6.0. So, going as my Titan character with the Future War Cult emblem. And now we're going to get into my official coverage of Age of Triumph. So hopefully you guys enjoy in advance. Hopefully the audio balance is okay. And look at this. Playlist updates. Featured activity playlists have been expanded to encompass all Destiny has to offer. A new Daybreak mode has been added to the Nightfall rotation. Raid refresh. Old raid favourites return with new upgrades and challenges. Sorry again. The Darkness Grows Stronger confronts it once more. Gear updates. New and updated gear is dropping in raids and other activities. There have been multiple changes to gameplay for balance and build your legends, complete challenges and create a record of your adventures. Unlock emblems in your Age of Triumph record book. And as you see here, this is basically the raid gear that's up for grabs. And what's this in the bottom left? Hell yeah, that's stuff that's been updated recently, but of course, as you can tell, we have something to do at the tower, and we have the Age of Triumph cinematic. The speaker reflects on your legend. Let's select this and see what we have to say. It's level 1, and yeah, let's do this. We're going to the tower, we're watching a cinematic, so here we go. I have to stay quiet so I can hear it.
From the day your ghost woke you, your light...
It's Bill Nighy, back again.
You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us.
I think I've seen this before anyway.
Atheon, Crota, Oryx, Axis.
The raid bosses, by the way.
You will do it again.
So that's Crota.
The city's children
That's
tell your story to each other.
Atheon.
Pretending to be guardians, they grow braver.
That's
and more
Axis.
Powerful with each retelling. They are no longer afraid.
And that's Oryx.
You have shown them, and you have shown me what it is.
What it is to hope.
You have led us to a new age, Guardian.
A new age. An age of triumph and remembrance.
And remembrance.
So I believe there was supposed to be a reference to the raids.
Fight for us.
So you had like the triangle things that represents Atheon, and then the swords to probably represent Crota.
We thank you, Guardian.
Oh, thanks, Bill Nighy.
We will never forget.
Never forget. Okay, so that was the cinematic. I think I've seen that cinematic before. Being hyped for Age of Triumph and all that. So, obviously that was the speaker speaking to us. But who do we have to go to kickstart our Age of Triumph adventures, I wonder? Well, this is something I know in advance. So if we load into the tower anytime soon, then we can figure out where we have to go. And it's someone we haven't had to go to in ages. Just to give you some insight as to what we're in for. This is an offline capture, by the way. I was planning on live streaming this, but quality and all that would be uncertain, so I thought I'd just stick to my usual coverage, which is just to do an offline capture in the best possible quality I can do, which is 1080/30 right now. Sorry for making you look at a black screen, but there's really nothing I can do about it. You know, this is something you have to anticipate. Here we go. What's this? I've got to go to the Cryptarch for something, and we are having an arrow behind us. So let's see what that's all about. So, obviously we have engrams, and I got a legendary out of my first blue engram. Yeah, we have to head down that way. But has anything changed here? 385. Ooh, that's quite nice. 390. Okay, that's awesome. So basically, blue engrams dropping at 385 and legendaries dropping higher. Finally, I can infuse my helmet if I actually had a legendary to dismantle, which I don't. Let me just get rid of this bellicose shell. Sorry, bellicose shell, but your sacrifice was not in vain, because I do need to get this helmet up to 390 and get my guardian up to 390. Therefore, I am up to scratch with where I need to be in order to do Age of Triumph. So let's go down this way. Whoever shiny is has spoiled something by getting the insignia of triumphs. Unless that's something we're going to be getting into very shortly. Yes, we are going to the speaker, everyone. Yes, the speaker. You know, we haven't had to go to him in ages, since the year 1 days. And now, we speak to him again. Okay, so, complete story missions in the featured weekly story playlist. Guardian, you are our protector, our champion, our legend. I have faith that you'll turn the tide that rises against humanity. Accept that quest. 380 legendaries. Complete story missions in the weekly story playlist. So that's a little insight into something that's actually happened recently, which is story missions, instead of having a daily heroic, actually have weekly sort of free modifier sort of challenges to them. So we'll be getting to that soon. But if we head over to our Silver Dust vendor here, then what we'll see at the very top is that we have a ton of collections to choose from, and for Silver Dust we can actually, you know, look at specified specific engrams. Basically, that's what I wanted to say. Then we go to specific updates. So if there's any engram, any item you ever wanted, you can buy it, basically. There's the Desolate Armor from the Sterling Treasure Chests from the April update days. We have the Ghost Mask. I want to see where the Ghost is, because that was funny. Oh god, I'm having to swallow weirdly. Sorry. Someone's going to take that out of context, I know. But yeah, any kind of engram you ever wanted, any ornaments. I said engram while looking at ornaments. Oh, what's this? Cold Between Stars. I wanted that so bad. Cold Between Stars looks awesome. It makes the Black Spindle look like a taken Black Spindle. It's awesome. So anyway, let's look at our stuff real quick. So as you see, I'm 390 now. Nothing really has changed here, but if we go left, what's this? Destroy the Darkness. Okay, and we have the record book for Age of Triumph. Yes, this is going to be the largest record book ever. Let's just think that in, right? Largest record book ever. Record and celebrate your victories against the darkness as you build your legend. Whole day to break the seal. We're going to do it, everyone. Oh, yeah, we did it. So what's this? Let's look at this stuff one by one. We have the Traveler's Eclipse. We have the City Watch. Comet's Heart. Logical Conclusion. All in All. And Wear Your Triumph, which is a limited time personalised offer from Bungie. we're going to quickly take a look at everything that there is to offer. So as you see here, commemoration, I'll be unlocking these very soon, but this is for basically playing through certain phases of the Destiny storyline, basically. This is for completing certain story missions. This is for earning Titan-specific ability, Titan-specific stuff. Then this is for Hunter-specific stuff. This is for Warlock-specific stuff. This is for stuff in Strikes, stuff in Crucible, raid-related things, certain earning collectibles, basically, finding stuff, and having allegiances to certain people, and Trials of Osiris, which, as you see, nothing there because Trials of Osiris is a piece of crap, and people are going to get triggered by that, but it really is. So, you know, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but let's get these, and I'll tell you as we go along what these are for. So, completed an activity between Destiny release and the Dark Below release. Did that. Completed an activity between Dark Below and House of Wolves. I never played Dark Below or House of Wolves when they were out, but I played them when The Taken King came out, so technically I got that as well. Completed an activity between House of Wolves and The Taken King. Well, yeah, same sort of thing. Year of Triumph. That's for basically completed an activity during the year 1 Moments of Triumph, which I don't think I did, because that was like defeating Atheon on hard mode or something like that. But as you see, completed an activity between Taken King and Rise of Iron. We did that. Completed an activity during the 2016 April update. Prison of Elders, Challenge of Elders, stuff like that. Completed an activity during year 2 Moments of Triumph. I know I did that because of the exotic swords. I got the Raised Lighter. Sorry for the background noise if there is any as well. And of course, completed an activity between Rise of Iron and Age of Triumph. So yeah, we've done all that as well. So that's one page done and dusted already. The only thing I didn't do was do something during the year 1 Moments of Triumph. I think I only played Destiny for like 1 month, like hardcore, and then never went back to it until like Taken King came out, because I was in a Destiny mood and really wanted to play it. So story missions, Black Garden from year 1 Destiny, The Awakening from the Dark Below DLC, Queen's Ransom from the House of Wolves, that was Skolos, capturing him, defeating Oryx in the Regicide mission, Summoner's Circle from the Taken King. That's a very specific mission, but that's an ogre basically we have to kill at the gates and return to the prison. That was the April update. And oh, what's this? Sorry, in the bottom right is complete all story milestones in the Age of Triumph record book. So there are several of these that you have to get every single medal before you unlock the last one. And of course, the Iron Tomb from Rise of Iron means we get ourselves the final medal there. I'll be getting that in a moment, what I just unlocked. Titan's Will. Reach level 40 as a Titan. I've done that. So now we need to defeat enemies with melee abilities as a Titan. Defeat enemies with a super ability. Complete the Crucible Titan quests, which are basically the melee kills with the different, abilities. Orbs of Light as a Titan. Enemies with grenade abilities, and defeat opposing guardians as a Titan. That gets another thing there. Then pretty much exactly the same sort of thing here. But of course I need to log in as my hunter to get that one. Exactly the same thing here with the Warlock. I know I'm wasting time, but I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to take as long as I need to. Strikes. Complete strikes on Heroic. Need to do 20. Need to do 6 Nightfalls. Complete a Nightfall strike in less than 30 minutes. Complete Vanguard Elite bounties. Precision kills in strikes. Defeat as many enemies as you can in a single strike. 50. You got to get 50 kills in one strike. Get 10 revives during Nightfalls. Well, I don't play Nightfalls with people, so I'm never going to get that one done. And that's one for doing all the strike stuff. Historian, let's just recover dead ghosts on Crucible maps during private matches. I only need 1, so I wonder what that's going to be. Crucible matches can capture points. That's what I wanted to say. Earn points in Rumble. I never played Rumble. Win matches. That 30 matches, that's not going to happen. points in Clash, Crucible Quartermaster bounties, won the Spark. Yeah, basically get the Rift, deliver the Rift so many times, and that's for doing all the Crucible stuff. Raids, complete the 390 Vault of Glass, complete 390 Crota's End, complete 390 Kingsfall, complete 390 Wrath of the Machine, eliminate all Gorgons in the 390 Light version of Vault of Glass. I never played Vault of Glass, so I don't even know how to do that. When the 390 Light version of Crota's End is the weekly featured raid, defeat the Death Singer challenge under 2 minutes. Then complete everything in the raid and complete all the milestones. So yeah, that's basically all the emblems for the raid. Collections, I need to collect 75 ships, 35 sparrows, 100 shaders, 120 emblems. Acquire exotic weapons. I've got 60 out of 55, so that's that done. And acquire exotic armor, 55 out of 40, so I've done that. A 5,000 Grimoire score, I'm 60 off. And need to do all those. Wanderer. Recover dead ghosts, 130 out of 130. Collect 45 calcified fragments, I've got 42. I believe if you get 45, that puts you on the exotic Touch of Malice quest line, so the only ones I need are raid specific, and I just can't do the raid because I have no friends, so that's out of the question. Collect Dormant Seaver, I've got all of them, but you need 25, and collect the Dormant Seaver at the top of Felwinter Peak, which was that one where you have to do the jumping puzzle, which was in my first part, I believe, of the Rise of Iron coverage I did. Got to get to level 25 with each of the factions. So, obviously, Vanguard, Cryptarch, and Future War Quarter ones I've done. And you need to reach level 5 with the Iron Banner. And Trials of Osiris, which is complete crap, so there's no way I'm ever going to play that. Because that's only for elitist pricks. And again, someone's going to get triggered by me saying that. And I can't even collect my first 2 emblems. So we need to go to the Postmaster, who has a whopping that many emblems. Oh, there we go. That's the Insignia of Triumphs. That one right there. We can get the different, you know, emblems, I guess. I really don't have enough space in my vault to dismantle emblem, you know, just place emblems for the time being. Plus, I want to keep all the ones I have. You know, like that's for doing something. That was year 2, Moments of Triumph. That was beating Skolas. That's Crota's End solo. That's doing the Rise of Iron record book. I don't need that. That's for doing all the Iron Lord artifacts. That's from the Dawning, and that's a Future War Cult. I guess I can keep the one for the Dawning in the vault, but I'm going to get rid of some of these and then just progressively get them and delete them as we go along. It's a bit of a crap process, I must admit, but I do want to keep hold of some of these. Maybe I can get rid of the Future War Cult one because I already have one that's there already. I'm going to check how long I've been going for as well after this, so just get these emblems and get rid of them. That was year 1 Destiny probably. That was probably Dark Below, and that was probably House of Wolves. Then Taken King, Rise of Iron, and probably going to keep this Insignia of Triumphs. So let's just progressively get rid of these. Then I'm going to only have 2 more after this. 2 lots of 2, which is the golden... oh god, sorry, wrong thing. Golden Destiny logo and the Tale Told, which is like a big story mission looking emblem. And I only have 2 left to get, which are Future War Cult and Vanguard. And that should be all of that stuff done and dusted. So ideally I did want to get to that level 7 record, you know, because that's pretty cool when you get yourself a personalised t-shirt, I think it is, you know, from Bungie themselves, and it's just personal to you. So I'm going to get rid of these as well, which is the Traveller's Eclipse and the City Watch emblems. So there we go. Might as well put my Insignia of Triumphs on because we're celebrating that right now, and I am going to orbit. And I like how that guy who's obviously done the raid is just like looking at me like, what the hell's this guy doing? What's he talking about? And I've been here for 20 minutes. I didn't intend to be here for 20 minutes already without getting to anything that's Destiny related, sad to say. So, and now I believe it's about time we go through the activities. So over here, obviously now we have the Age of Triumph cinematic. But it's about time we head down over here to see what exactly we have on offer. So we have the Combined Arms competitive multiplayer, 6v6 with vehicles. Then we have our weekly story. This time we have Heroic Specialist and Juggler. So we can get 100 legendary marks for doing weekly story missions, which I think I'll try. I won't do the matchmaking stuff, at least on capture, because I can get really salty and it just ruins the video for everyone. But anyway, that's the weekly story. We have our Ziva Crisis Heroic, which is, you know, normal. We have our Nightfall with Daybreak, all burns on an Ironclad. Then we have our 390 Challenge of the Elders. I might actually play that now. Well, not now, but I might play this in this capture and see if I can do it. We have Berserk, Shaft and Melee Kill bonus. And we have, obviously, our 390 featured raid. And as you can tell from the challenge modes, it's Crota's End this week because of Deathsinger and Crota. And it tells you to team up with 5 other people, which is just something that's not going to happen. Just to take Wrath of the Machine as the example, I've not done the hard mode, so I can't have access to that. But the very first raid, Vault of Glass here, if we select it, we can access the level 30 hard mode, which is something that I've never previously been able to access. Although, as you see here, it tells us that we cannot actually access this activity. Let's take a raid I have beaten, such as Crota's End, and as you see here, you can actually access the hard mode, and we can get to the 390 hard mode with the Deathsinger and Crota challenge enabled at 390 light, by the way. And can we do the same for the King's Fall raid? Well, we can access the 310 version, but not the 390 version, so I guess you actually have to beat those raids first in order to get access to them. And here we have the normal 320 Prison of Elders with Berserk, Shaft and Melee Kill bonus. But not the, you know, featured raid, not the featured Challenge of the Elders, which is here. Berserk, Shaft. Oh yeah, it's the same modifiers. I thought they were the same. And also this is different. We have a sort of filtering down of available playlists. So here we have our 5 for the week, and we also get our Treasured the Ages focused Crucible playlist, and up here, you know, same Vanguard strikes, so nothing really different there. So where we're going to begin is by doing ourselves our 380 story mission, and it's Earth and Moon. So it's going to be story missions from the Earth and the Moon. We get a Treasure of the Ages pack and 100 legendary marks basically. We don't get any ammo drops for our weapons, and our special weapon damage is favoured at 380 light. Let's get straight into this. So you bet I'm going to go into the raid solo, and I'm going to do Challenge of the Elders as well. And see the Daybreak Nightfall and see if that's worth doing. I haven't spoiled myself about which strike it actually is.
Little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian.
Oh, so this is like the very first Earth mission.
But it needs a warp drive if we ever
So, sorry, my arm's just a bit
Cosmodrome is the only
weird now because I've just been leaning on the arm of my chair. But that's because I need to lean into my microphone so you can hear what I'm saying properly. Hopefully the audio's been okay as well. Nearly been going for 25 minutes. So I could be here for 2 hours, you never know. So just anticipate a long video, everyone. And if you actually watch through it, then kudos to you in advance. So I'm obviously going to pick my loadout, which benefits me the most, which will probably be Black Spindle all day long because of how awesome it is. Let's see. we have to scan the down ship. As you see, I picked my consumed shell. I don't know why. I usually have the Iron Lord themed ghost shell. So let's get into this. We have to head over to this down ship. This could be the beginning of like a Destiny playthrough or something. I mean, I wanted to do a cooperative Destiny playthrough with my brother. But, you know, my brother actually went ahead and uninstalled Destiny on his PS4. Because, you know, the only way we can play it is by doing the PS4 version. And then, basically, because I'm back home from university, which explains why, you know, I'm able to do this at so late as well. But anyway, my brother said he would install Destiny again just so he has the ability to play with me, which we've been able to play a couple of times. Oh my god, you're kidding me? Level 2 dregs? Come on, man. I thought you should be trying harder than this. Although they might do the same amount of damage as they normally would, so screw those level 2s, I guess. So anyway, that was something that me and my brother were planning on doing, was seeing about doing a cooperative Destiny playthrough. However, I would have to start a new character, and it just causes more problems than it actually solves.
Hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Oh, we have to go back there where we just were? Come on, man. Anyway, that's something to think about, but definitely be doing all the story missions, all the strikes, and stuff to that effect. You know, which is stuff that is going to be covered now. It'll just be recovered in an official playthrough when you're like level 2 or something at this point where you're supposed to be at like level 2 to do it. So, I mean, that's something to anticipate or expect, but it's not going to be something I'm going to be doing anytime soon.
For the warp drive.
Oh no, it's already in fallen hands? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh, and it's respawning restricted as well. What's this? It's gone dark like a public event would go dark. It's a bit weird. But yeah, as you see now, we are dealing with 380 enemies. So that's what we have to deal with here. But we've handled this numerous times, right? Team has demons have acted on him too. Oh no. Wait, guys, we gotta do the "it's in the walls." You know, good old Peter Dinklage doing that over-the-top crazy performance. I forgot Specialist was on, because that means we can just tear right through this guy like he's got absolutely nothing on him. And of course the respawning restricted zone has lifted, so we can get right ahead and beat these vandals that are being a pain in the ass. So maybe if I can save up that silver dust. Oh, watch this. I got a treasure of the ages, 5 spin metal, and 35 legendary marks for one mission. I swear to God, if there was any exotic that I had in year 1, that it could be recreated in year 2, and I didn't have the legendary marks, then this would definitely be the easiest way to do it. So we will be looking into what the Treasure of the Ages actually is, and I believe that gives you very specific armor sets with chroma available. So as you can see here, we are going to get absolutely nothing for doing that. But we need to do another 4 missions, which I guess in the context of coverage, this is stuff that's already been done in the game. So there's really no reason to be showing you 5 missions that have already been covered in the storyline, although there is a quest that needs to be done, which needs to have those missions completed. Let's just take a look at this Treasure of the Ages. A box of Eververse treasures to celebrate an Age of Triumph, highly likely to contain an item not currently owned. So we are guaranteed to get 1 from any of these selections, like the ghosts, for instance. The ghost. That's awesome. The ghost. That's so funny. But yeah, you have a chance to get some of that stuff. A Days of Iron Ornament, a miscellaneous item such as the eye or the oryx head, you know, or silver dust, and then we get the specific armor pieces where you can actually get the chroma glow. Touch of Malice, that's another thing as well. Now we're getting exotic raid weapon ornaments. So Touch of Malice, Vex Mythoclast, yeah, that's back. Necrochasm, No Land Beyond, Dragon's Breath, Lord of Wolves and Suros Regime, the Order Therapy ship, Cold Between Stars, oh, and that's got like a yellow bit to it, shaders, and another ship called the Needle and Thread, which looks like that. So what are we going to get if I open this? Sorry for sounding weird, I just scratched my nose there. You don't need to know that, but what we do need to know is that I got myself a Days of Iron Ornament, 2 Silver Dust, and Blowing a Kiss emote. Yeah, I don't need emotes, but I could kiss you right now. If I was doing that to a girl, then maybe that's okay, but, you know, I don't think I'll be playing with girls on the Xbox One version of Destiny. So that was 1 of 5 missions done. Happy days. So as you see here, we have not yet done with that because we have another 4 missions to do. We have our heroic strikes. I might just go ahead and go to the Vestian outpost to get my Elders' sigil right away. So let's get into that. Because I wanted to try the Nightfall, see what it is, see how bad it actually is. Then go ahead and try Challenge of the Elders, and then try the raid and see if they've actually fixed the raid so that you can't solo it, because it is Crota's End and you can solo it, at least normally. So hopefully you can still solo the earlier raids, but you know, maybe they could have fixed the 391 to make it so people like me can't solo it. You never know. Although it is very difficult to solo anyway, it's just going to be that much more difficult because of, you know, Age of Triumph being released and all that. So we're going for around 30 minutes now. It's okay. We have a Judgment's Grant to collect, so let's just see what sort of stuff we get here. So we have our Judgment's Honor at level 3. We get some stuff. The Elders' Sigil as per usual, granting us access. Other random miscellaneous bounties. Walk through a person. Get ourselves stuff. You know, good old stuff and stuff. And was my theory correct earlier? Did I jump the gun? I don't think I did. Blues are now dropping at 385 max. I guess that means exotics have a chance to drop at 400 plus. No, not 400 plus, at 400 max probably. Because if like you're getting the 400 Vex Mythoclast or the 400 Necrochasm, you're gonna, you know, have to have exotics drop at 400 now basically. So more of a reason to have stocked up on your exotic engrams to use them now to basically shoot your way up to the max light. As you can see here, Challenge of the Elders, apparently I've already done it. I haven't. It's just because I've already done the 320 Challenge of the Elders. But just to have a laugh, let's go into the Nightfall and see how well we actually do. It would be good if I had a void weapon, like a void sniper for instance. Just so I happen to have one. Then I can use my... I would say Zalo Supercell since that's arc, but I'm already covering the solar front. So I could always just use the Iron Gallowhorn because that's awesome. Stick with my not like the others. So it's just an arc front I'm really not covering. But it depends. I could always use the Devil's Dawn, but then I'm not covered on a void front, so I'm going to get screwed over either way. But it's just for a laugh, right? It's just for coverage sake. So at the 380 version, we have Arc Burn, Solar Burn, Void Burn. More enemies have shields, and Daybreak. The darkness grows stronger and so do you. Form a fighting with 3 and unleash your light with greatly increased ability recharge. Yep, we have greater recharge rates, but we have to basically deal with these burns that are gonna basically make every enemy deal more damage to us, while we can deal more damage to them and enemies with shields. But it's fortunately enough that modifier isn't on that makes it so they're you know, it's about the shields basically, so that it's like a damage against shields is tampered with basically. That's the best way I can put it. So basically, if you had a Hive Knight with a arc shield, if you did solar damage to that, it would just be resistant to it. But so you have to use an arc weapon to lower that shield down. Oh, it's a Taniks the Scarred Strike, which is the Nightfall, and it's Daybreak.
Taniks the Scarred has become Taniks Perfected.
And you have to do this within 30 minutes. And to get a chance at getting the Icebreaker, you need to do it in the we have to get a gold tier achieved
We thought you should be the one to handle.
in that time as well, which is quite difficult to do, believe it or not. But with the burns on, maybe we might have a chance, because I did try this probably yesterday with the previous set of modifiers on, and it was just ridiculous. Watch me like get near insta killed.
There's no limit to what the splicers will exhume to throw against us.
So, just a very invigorating commentary. No enemies nearby. Ouch, that is very painful. They're going to keep continuously hitting you. So, that's bad. Oh, and there's Siva here already. Luckily, there's heavy ammo over there. Oh, my super's recharged already. Ascendant Wizard. Yeah, eat Void Sniper Wizard. So I guess this is definitely something you would benefit more from having multiple people to play with. That's all I'm inclined to say about it for now, at least. I would say it's pretty good that you can like kill a, you know, knight with just like a couple shots to the head and that's it. But I guess they want you to get good usage out of your super, which is why they allow it to recharge so fast. But this is just for generic coverage sake. So I'm just going to take the heavy ammo just because I can. I believe if I have the armamentarium on, so I have a increased... Oh no. That is bad. Take that out. It's a shame I don't have my hunter, because then you could just like vanish in smoke and jump right past this. Not gonna risk these guns. There you go. Just get a Dreg. That's as good as I'm gonna do. So I don't even know if I have that quest available to do it within the part-time and get a gold tier achieved. It basically requires you to kill like literally every single enemy along the way. Jeez, every enemy is dealing massive damage, man. So that's not fun, obviously. Especially when one Splicer Weaver Captain shot can do that much damage to you. But my super's charged already, so I might as well use it. So yeah, I might get my brother in on this and see if he's willing to endure this madness, maybe. I don't know if he will, because it's Taniks the Perfected Strike, which is a piece of ass to try and do. And I don't have anything to use. Wow, Vandal got annihilated, dude. I can definitely see the advantages of having the Iron Gallahorn. You know, my brother might have dismantled his. You might say he's a fool for doing that, but you know, my brother has his methods. Jesus Christ almighty, too much stuff, man. Do you mind? Just cool down a little bit. Still don't have any sniper ammo, but at least I can take this guy out by doing that. Then get hit by something else, which is this guy over here. Yeah, it basically means you have to be careful about what you're doing. So, oh Jesus, that was pretty powerful. Where's he gone? There he is. Hit him with that. Of course, he's going to be at 380 light, so you're going to have to be able to deal with that. And he teleported. You can't teleport. Because I said you can't, it means you can't, okay? Invigorating commentary wise. Still there, don't worry. Can I super him up maybe? With solar burn on and all that should get through stuff quicker. You know. And apparently Daybreak isn't actually going to be active for all that long. Because apparently from what I've heard, the Daybreak strikes are just going to be few and far between, shall we say. But when they do come around, it's going to be well worth it, shall we say. It'll be like your one and only chance to do the Nightfall if you've never done it, is when the Daybreak's on. And look at that, we managed to get past Taniks the Perfected, at least his first phase, in 5 minutes. So in terms of doing it within the part-time, I would say that was pretty decent. But
How is that possible?
I was going to say something about Juggler being gone, but that's Challenge of the Elders, isn't it? So
Not alive. Perhaps he never was.
I'm not actually guaranteeing myself I'll actually do this, but I'll give it like a couple deaths maybe, and then I'll just like rage crit, because obviously you're not meant to do this solo, but with Daybreak on and all that, you know, I might actually have a chance to solo this. Whether or not I'll get a gold score is something completely different. But it's basically looking like the Taniks strike. It's just you get Taniks the Perfected to deal with. And obviously gotta have the grenade up the entrance. Douchey. You're on my side now, Vandal. It's fun that like all the burns are on as well, so basically you just deal more damage on every front. And he's got his health back. Come on, man, that's bugged. He's not supposed to have his health back. And now he's gone to like an arc thing, hasn't he? You see that, right? I'm just like mashing the RT button. If you hear that, I'm sorry, but that's me mashing the RT button trying to... Oh my god, I've got so many buffs on right now. And it's all over. Try and land these headshots. I got 5 bullets in this magazine. For a sniper rifle. Pretty decent. Don't think the impact's that good though. As you see, just have to play peekaboo around this console right here. Hope to get him in a position where he can just like do that, basically just get those shots off on him. Then he teleports away, and then you have to deal with that. I'm just so surprised at how fast everything just like recharges. Oh, now we have a solar shield Shanks. Oh dear me. But yeah, as you see, my health is... My shield goes down like it's nothing. But I do somehow manage to, you know, survive. But, you know, that's the problem with these burns being active, is that all it takes is like one insignificant shot under normal circumstances for you to die, basically. Which sucks like that, for instance. You can't get hit by that too often. So, obviously now with my supercharged, I can use it again. Pretty pathetic how far away he can be and do so much damage to you. But there we go. Just deal damage on so many fronts. Too many supers, man. That's the purpose of this, is that you're supposed to have 20 million supers to use during the entire Nightfall, and that gives you your ability kills, you know. So get kills with grenades. How do you do that? You just play the Daybreak strikes. thinking there's somebody down there, but there really isn't, is there? I swear to God that grenade went on top of that barrel thing. It did as well. It went on top of something it wasn't supposed to. Why won't you die? There we go. Finally killed his goddamn ass. Green! Not that I care about green, but I care about the contents of the greens. Which can give you some good stuff. Dregs! We gotta kill their asses. Come on. Oh yeah, look at that massive explosive streak. And you're on my side now, so you can't hurt me. And you do want to hurt me, then I'll sue you. I'll take you on to Judge Winder. English Judge Judy. And I'll get him to, you know, give me a ton of money. That's a joke, by the way. That's my idea of entertaining commentary, is just doing stuff like that. 10 minutes in. Keep that in mind. 10 minutes in. And we are here. And there's enemies already. I should just grenade them up. Because solar damage is increased. Or look awesome. I'll go though. Got him with the headshot there. Destroy this. I can't even seem to hit it. Waste that arc shot. Yeah, I don't know what I was up with that not taking any damage. That was kind of weird. Oh no, this is where things can get really tricky really quick, is if you get assaulted by this tank here. Because again, it deals, you know, elemental damage, so to speak. So if you get hit, that's just going to be more detrimental for you. So you need to use the arc, void or solar weapons to basically just pwn his ass. You have to be very careful though, because one wrong move and you're dead. Fortunately, you have access to your supers and such. So, oh, look at that! Perfect timing to know when I'm going to get that guy. So, like that, for instance, you have to avoid his attacks as best as you can. Oh Jesus! You see, like that, for instance, I walked right into that. Gone for 47 minutes. So yeah, according to my own logic, I'm gonna give it like one more life, and then I'm gonna try like the challenge of the elders and see if I can do it. Maybe I'll come back with dedicated captures at a later stage, basically doing this stuff. I heard him do something, so when I'm in a better frame of mind, at least when I've got over the initial shock of the Age of Triumph launch, and then the inability to do the raids and such. Then, oh gee, how did it hit me through there? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? That doesn't count as a death. I shot him with the solar cannon, and apparently a solar ball that you only get when headshotting certain fallen enemies. And then it just like comes and blocks the arc, blocks the shot, dude. You saw that, right? It literally blocked the shot. It shouldn't have done that. Sorry. It shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have got killed there. Okay, next step after this one. I lied. It's going to be the next step after this one. Then I'm going to rage quit. Legit. Okay. So, take care of these jackass captains. So yeah, I can say Iron Gallahorn him up if you can. Of course, you might not have the ammo to do so. You might have to seek alternative methods of honing this walker. Is it me or is this glitched? I'm sure I'm aiming right at that thing and it's not taking any damage whatsoever. Oh no, now we get Exploshanks. That's never a good thing. Jesus. Do you mind? I'm trying to kill you here. Actually, I'll leave that in case I need it. I'll leave my super as well. I'll just grenade him up at the sides for the time being. Yeah, oh Jesus. Okay. I said one more death and I'll rage crit. That's exactly what's going to happen here. But you see that I got out the way, but with solar burn you just get instantly killed. So you have to watch yourself. See, I know I can do that. But with me giving commentary and all that, it's just not going to happen. So, screw having all the burns on. or any burns on for that matter. It makes it really ass to try and do. Next up on the list of stuff to do would be to go ahead and actually attempt the soloing of the 390 Challenge of the Elders, and then see if they fix the raid. That's the only thing I can think of doing. So let's try that. Challenge of the Elders 390. It's normal apparently. They won't flinch even after massive damage. We have no radar, and punches are worth more points. So we're going for 50 minutes. I want to get a little bit of coverage of everything that's been changed. Doesn't mean I will actually be able to do any of the stuff that's been updated. And it's actually quite late my time. I actually got up, believe it or not. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. I've got up at 9:30 in the morning, anticipating Age of Triumph to go longer, go live 10 AM my time. It didn't go live. Thought through like a time converter it would be at 2 PM my time. Came back at 2 PM. Still did an update, and then realised it was at 6 PM my time. So basically I have wasted over a quarter of my day anticipating Age of Triumph, and nothing's happened. So that's the case there. Now it's finally live. Yeah, I can't say I'm too happy, but I can't say I'm too sad. Where are we? Fallen. Is it Taken Fallen or regular Fallen? And please tell me we don't have to go in there. If there's any Cabal boss, I might have to rage crit. Is it? It's regular Fallen, I think. Let's use the good old Devil's Dawn, because that's the only gun we can use. Oh wait, I gotta check my other stuff as well. If it's regular Fallen, that is. Which I believe it is.
Pilot Servitor.
Pilot Servitor.
Wrecked. Fallen. Cash.
Please don't be difficult. I have to say that. Get him. And we don't have any radar either, so that puts us in a more bad position. Usually you'd be able to just like annihilate all these enemies, but they're obviously higher level now. And the Pilot Servitor teleports. That's always well and good, and I leveled up. But it's nothing we can't handle. I've solo Challenge of the Elders so many times. I'm an experienced Prison of Elders player, but I don't think that means anything when you're dealing with the context of this, what we're dealing with now. I wonder if the Devil's Dawn actually does more damage. Because, hey, that Vandal hit me, get back here. There you go. How about that? Eat grenades. So, I'm not going to go for points, obviously. I'm just going to focus on beating this. Because that's what matters. I'm going to show you what happens if you do beat it. You have to deal with the Vandals as well, so... Obviously, I've got to get over the Daybreak modifiers being active, so you don't get your stuff recharging at a faster rate. Let's do this, come on. Gotta concentrate. There's 2 shanks there. Get him in the eye. It's his weak spot. Hey, what Vandal? What do you think you're playing at? Don't get up in my grill, man. Jeez, these enemies have no respect. But yeah, it's only going to get harder. I think this is like 380. If it's anything like the 320 version, it goes 310, 320 and 330. So I recommend you be in the middle. I believe the final boss might be at 400. And if it's Cabal, I'm just going to rage crit immediately. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to do that. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. There he is. I see you, Pilot Servitor. Now show me your eye so I can kill you. There he is. Let's kill his ass. Reinforcements. Over there, look. Grenade him up. It's not even going to reach him still. Get him. Aha, there they are. They're all camping down here. In their little exclusive club. But I choked them up. Well, reinforcements already. I didn't even damage him. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that grenade bounced off something and then was going the wrong way. It's supposed to be going towards them, not towards me. But oh well. Oh well. A little couple additional points and I have no thing available. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me what thing is in this context. Come on, we can do this, come on. Gjallarhorn, the pilot, served up. Damn it. I hate this team of those demons. It just activates when you don't want it to sometimes. But oh well, at least it means, you know, get some kills on the board. But yeah, the modifiers on mean that you're not going to have the flinching going on, so you have to compensate for that. But as you see here, we are dealing quite some sufficient damage. The glory of being at 390, I guess. Jesus, that scared me. He teleported right up in my face, dude. What the hell's up with that? And nothing changes there with the penalty being initiated. Grenade these guys up. Punch him for being too close. Do you mind? Gee. Okay, come on, we can do this. So, let's keep going. Got to vandal up the vandals. That was a direct chest shot in the pilot servitor. No free of coins enabled, so I'm not going to get anything after this initial boss defeation. But as you see, he was no match for me. I killed his ass, and I almost got myself blew up in the process.
You
House banners.
are not.
It's all well and good.
Return to airlock, Guardian.
So, because I'm not going for points, I actually have very little points right now for what you could have in a very similar situation. At least Juggler's not on. Or Exposure, because those are pretty bad. Could be a challenge of the Elder soloed. Nearly going for an hour.
Round 2.
I rage crit. I'm sorry, I called it. I said if it's any of these bosses, I'm going to rage crit. Just for scientific curiosity, who is it? It's Valeroon. Oh my god. I'll give it one shot. I guarantee you, this is going to be painful. I didn't want it to be this boss. And then guess what happens? It's this boss, of course.
Cabal strategist. Val Aru.
With the 320 version, it's actually okay. Well, it's not okay, it's still ass. But at least it's manageable. Here, it's just going to be crazy. But at least there's no burns or anything on, but jeez. This brings back so many bad memories trying to do it. You know, back in the Taken King days, when I first tried to do this sort of thing. Now it's just, don't even want to attempt it. Okay, so if I've never showed gameplay of what you're actually supposed to do, then there are these Scion players. You need to take out the Arc guy, which is this guy right here, which I have to expend my Gjallarhorn ammo for. to waste a super just to get him. But yeah, you're supposed to take out the Scion Flare corresponding to the damage being channeled at any time. So obviously you need to kill the Arc Flare wherever that once disappeared to. Without your player radar or anything like that, it's very difficult to see if there's anyone coming up from your sides. So obviously having weapons that deal the necessary damage is actually quite decent here. Obviously we don't have that. I wouldn't even care about damaging the boss, I would just take out the players first. That would be my strategy at least, because you don't want to be dealing with them. If you just stay still, this guy doesn't get in the way, we might actually be able to get him. And he's one off. He's there. Maybe even the Zalo Supercell could be useful. I can't see the guy because he's camping up here like a baby. But I'm camping here like a baby. I need to push him out of there. Which means being suicidal. But yeah, I would just always alternate between these two safe spaces I've been at. Grab all the ammo. Let's see where he is. That's obviously not the guy we need to get. I'm only interested in the guy we need to get. Where is he? He's over there. That missed, obviously. And that was a failed grenade because it didn't even go anywhere. But you can't summon reinforcements until you lower the boss's health down enough, so... Rely on ammo sims is all I can say. And he's ran away because he's a coward. And he missed again. Great. But at least I can hurt the boss now. Which is kind of what you're supposed to do. I think it's actually based off a timer rather than when his shield goes back up. So. Now to avoid, hopefully my Void Sniper is actually okay here. Just sucks when they get in the way, you know. Like, or trying to use a sniper and you're obviously looking around, but then it just like does stuff like that where a hit becomes a miss because of the nonsense on the game's behalf. You know what I mean? That's always pitiful. And of course, if you're trying to do the score, then you're going to be really screwed here. But I'll try and keep my super possibly for that guy, or at least have a super for that guy. I'm running out of sniper ammo and I really do need some to take out this guy. I like how they miss as well. It's quite fun when the enemies blatantly miss you, yet you get damaged because of it. I like how that happens. Remember when I said I don't do Crucible because of the salty commentary? Well, it's going to begin to shine through right now. Because I've never had to deal with so much shit in all my life. Because of this one bullshit attack, mate. Come on. I don't really care about the score anyway. It's not like anything happens. And obviously now we have to take out all the enemies because they decided to respawn enemies right now. So watch out for the phalanxes. That's all I can say. And if you need to run the hell away, then run the hell away, like what I'm going to do here. But of course what you should be doing is surviving and not nearly getting yourself killed. Or getting yourself killed for that matter. But wait for it to say channeling solar energy. Then just go ahead and unleash your arsenal on the solar guy. And then you never have to worry about him again. And obviously I had a grenade there in the game, so I didn't. And And I know this phalanx would try and kill me, so screw him. Take out the phalanxes, whatever means necessary. That was not taking out a phalanx. Oh well. One away. Sugar. You saw that, Weiss? Even though he couldn't physically get me from where he was with that blast, somehow he got me with that. So, yeah. That sucks as well. One wrong move and you're dead. The only thing that could be worse than this is the Taken Cabal being the final boss. You know. Yeah, Varix, I understand. You and your stupid point system means I have to lose points every single time. But I care more about survival rather than doing the points and all that nonsense. There he is, get him. No, I said get him. That's the boss, you piece of shit. How did he miss that guy? He should have gone through the bushes on his bloody back, and it didn't. It actually got stuck on them. What? Well, that means I'm going to have a tough time trying to deal with this guy. Because the game thought I actually aimed at the boss when I never did. And the grenade did something that it wasn't supposed to do. GG grenades. And it's probably going to get stuck on geometry it's not supposed to get stuck on. Meaning it doesn't hurt him. Meaning I'm going to have a tough time trying to kill his ass. And of course there was 2 clear hits right there in the game that they missed. That's what you have to deal with, I'm afraid to say. You have to deal with the game bullshitting you out of points. And out of kills and that as well. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they was actually hitting me. But the thing is, they actually really don't hit you. So, that's something you have to deal with. He's getting in the way. So just GTFO out the way, please. There we go. Where is he? Oh, come on. He's camping behind a barrel now. Come on. And then he's going to keep getting his shield back. And I'm going to have a hell of a time bringing it down. Just come on, dude. Face death. You know you're nearly going to die, so. Die like a warrior. You're supposed to be warriors, right? Well, die like one. The only thing worse, I'll say this already. This is just going to be a big time waster, Challenge of the Elders. Supposing I can actually do it, that is. But the only thing that's worse than this is if the Scion Flayers actually respawn. If they do, I will rage quit. I'm not going to lie. If they respawn, I'm going to rage quit this. Because that is something you cannot deal with. Or maybe even what happens when you reach 0 points. Because I will. I mean, I've had times to Challenge of the Elders, especially with this boss, where I've ended up with, like, virtually no points, purely because it's these Scion Flayers. You know, I mean, I've dealt with them relatively easily, to be honest, but you cannot live with that, you know. But anyway, I'm happy to know it's at least 2 shots on a Scion to kill them. You know, it's not like 500 shots. Might have to use another super. Conveniently charged at this point. But, you know. Just to take out some enemies. Or just, you know, deal with the enemies at least. By dealing damage to the boss. Maybe. And that hit, that landed on the ledge. And then the game's passing it off as if it bounced off. Come on, mate, get out of the way. You got your speed boost. Then reload your Gallowhorn. Fire at the guy. Sniper the phalanx. I said snipe him to kill him, not just like snipe him to hit him for the lols, you know. And the enemies have respawned, so I'm in a very, very bad situation right now. I want to save the Gallowhorn ammo for the actual boss, but I don't think I'm going to be in a position to do so. Phalanx just pissed me off, man. The fact that he can just whack you and kill you near instantly is just a pain in the ass, man. Hey, Scion, what do you think you're playing at? Get out. This is my club, not yours. And you can't even hit me from here, so screw you, game. Come on, you're on my team now. Distract them. No, get out my club. Bitch ass phalanxes, get out. Now he's after me. Fuck off. No, fuck off. That did not kill me. Replay that shit right now. He did not kill me. Fuck that. I know I can do that. But he cheated and killed me. So the only thing left now is the raid. The weekly featured raid with the Death Singer and Crota challenge. Nothing more that needs to be said. Let's just do this. Obviously we need the Gjallarhorn, a la the year 1 method of doing this. And I need a good set of gear, I guess. But yeah, it's because the Iron Gjallarhorns are not 390, so that's why I'm at 389. But I can still do this, and I got to get that as well. So I got a strange coin, which is the only good thing about doing that. But yeah, you saw that he blatantly missed me, yet I get penalised and I die because of it. You saw, you know, that what fairness is? Where's the fairness in that? And I wasted probably 20 minutes of your time on that boss because of bullshit. Just to die because you don't get your shit fast enough. That's another thing that pisses me off. That is Challenge of the Elders. You know, it's all good having a 390 version, but don't have any Cabal bosses in it. Seriously, that ruins the experience. And I actually vowed to myself I would never do a Cabal boss on Challenge of the Elders. Even though I think there was one video where I did. But that was only because the modifiers were lenient. This week's modifiers are not lenient whatsoever. So wait for lenient modifiers and then do it. Just like the Daybreak Strike, you just have to wait for the modifiers to be in your favour. And then you can do it. Solo, obviously, I'm talking about, because screw having friends when you can just do things by yourself, like what I'm doing here. We are doing the raid solo, and if it's as broken as... yeah, if it was as broken as the raid actually is supposed to be, then we can actually solo this. With great difficulty, but doesn't deplete from the fact that we can solo it. So we traverse the abyss, heading into the bottomless black pit. And that takes us to the stills. Ow! Broke my legs. So I broke all my legs or something. It's supposed to be. But yeah, as you see, you get the Weight of Darkness acting on you, which means you basically can't double jump. When Weight of Darkness 1 acts on you, then you can't double jump. And then it begins to progressively get heavier and heavier and heavier, and to the point where you basically cannot sprint. I don't think I've done a video where I do the, you know, the Crota's End. But yeah, you're wondering why I'm heading here. Is because one of the first raid chest is in one of the first 2 doors. One was where I died, and the second one was where I got to. So I need to get to that second door without dying, basically. Or best case scenario is that the chest is actually in here, but you would know because there'll be a light on top of the door saying that's your, you know, sign to basically know that there's a chest in the room. There wasn't a chest in there because you see I got clipped on the edge of the door and then got, you know, arse raped, and you know, didn't make it to the door. So that's something you have to deal with, not making it to the door. Other than that, that's probably going to be the biggest problem of all this, is getting to the door if it's that second one. But I think one of the viable strategies was just basically keep getting yourself killed until basically it's in that doorway left of the spawn, and then you can get it. The only other thing that would be really bad is if they've actually just like stopped it from existing. Again, it's not there. But if it's anything like the raid, it should be there. So at least you can still do this, hopefully. You know, I'm going to keep giving it a shot. It can take as much as... Well, it takes a lot of deaths sometimes. But hopefully it is here. You should know, at least, if it's going to be there. And usually you can see when you do the turn immediately if it's going to be there or not. So, just have to jump over this wall. And again, not in the room. What the hell? Just grenade them up. And there's a hallowed floor which is taking a massive amount of damage. But yeah, it's not there, so... Was he on my side, actually? It did the Teamer's Demons sound. Imagine that, having a Thrall exploder on your team. I'm having no luck with this beginning chest. It's kind of annoying me, to be honest. Usually you would be able to see it. Or at least I'll be in this second room up here. But the worst thing would be if somehow I get killed when there's the chest actually in here. Come on, I got rolled down the hill and I still couldn't do a 180 fast enough. Come on, God. You should at least be able to do... At least shoot behind you or something. Do something cool. But you can't even do that. Jesus Christ. Please tell me they've actually kept the chests in the raid. Come on. And that you can actually solo it at least. Because the way it worked in the past was it randomly spawns in one of the doorways. Getting screwed up the ass already. Come on, dude. Give me a break. And it's not in here either. God, this is going to take all of the capture at this rate. Just to see if there's a... Get out my face! I need to kill myself on a grenade just to get these idiots off me. At least you get your speed boosts and that in case you need them. But yeah, the Thrall keep coming, so there's no chance of survival. Unless you just camp in the room where the chest is supposed to be. And just hold them off, maybe. It's the only way you can do it. And I was supposed to die on the cursed Thrall, but I didn't. Sorry for any of the background noises that have happened. When I was quiet during the Challenge of the Elders, that was my dad practicing darts outside. And if there's the thuds, that's what that was. If you didn't hear me, I was speaking really quietly into the microphone. I didn't even know if you was able to hear me or not. I mean, I only did like test recordings this morning and didn't really change any of the audio settings. Because I thought they was all A-OK, if you know what I mean. How am I burning? Get off my back. And there's still no chest. What the hell? This is glitched, dudes. No chest. Die, hallowed Thrall. Little did he know he would have died in the process. Nearly been going for 1 hour 20 minutes. So that's something. In an offline capture of Age of Triumph, which is probably not going to be sought after, to be honest. You know, I mean, I do my Destiny coverage, but no one wants to see salty commentary at Challenge of the Elders, salty commentary at a raid, or anything like that. Unless they do, but they actually want to see teams rather than just like solo players. Jeez, well, how many heavy ammo pieces am I going to get? Look at that. There's like 6 heavy ammo pieces on the floor right there, man. 6 heavy ammo pieces. If there is the chest, it should spawn any time around now in any of the 2 doors I'm trying to access. Because if it's not going to spawn, then this is the most ridiculous bullshit ever. Because, you know, there's supposed to be the chests. Yeah, if there's no chests, then what the hell can you do? And apparently, I don't have a grenade, even though I swear I did. And I died by nothing. You saw that. Nothing even hit me and I'm dead. Didn't even get a chance to get to the second door. Because I wanted to see if it was in the first door. So, this is pathetic. You know, come on, Bungie. You have to raise your game here. You're supposed to be Age of Triumph, not Age of getting yourself constantly bombarded by Thrall and dying. You know, it's supposed to be get your first raid chest here. Yep, there's no raid chest though, unless they completely go away with doing them. But then there's no confirmation, so there's no way to know for sure if that's actually something that they've changed. Is that there's actually no raid chests now? They're just trolling everyone by getting idiots like me to do the dirty work for you to say there's no raid chest. But then what's going to happen? There's going to be a raid chest. So that's one way to piss people off, is by having a raid but having no raid chests anywhere. Why? Because you don't want players to get good stuff, right? That's the only reason I can think of. They don't want me to get my 2 Radiant Shards or 2 Radiant Energies. Because that's what it's going to be. 9 times, well, that's actually all it can be, as a matter of fact. Well, it got stuck on the door, you saw that. I can't even look into it. Oh, now I can. Now I can. I'm going to give it 3 more attempts. If I don't get a chest in the first 3 attempts, then take it from me, they've taken out the raid chests. Because it shouldn't be taking this amount of attempts to not get a raid chest unless they've completely taken them out. Because as I said, you'd only get Radiant Shards or Radiant Energy from these chests. So, you know, maybe they made the Radiant Shards have use for your 400 gear or something from this raid, but other than that, I really don't know. So I can tell you this is like 1 attempt down, and there's no sign of a chest. So now I have legitimately wasted 1 hour and 20 minutes of your time, so sorry if you've made it this far, because this is actually really bad. Trying to find a chest in a raid that is, to be quite honest, broken as hell. And it should be here. You know, I've done the raid solo numerous times. You know, I know that the chests are supposed to be in these parts, so in this neck of the woods. The only other thing I can think of is just increasing the brightness and then seeing if that does anything. Meaning I can see where the chest actually is, if it is anywhere. That's all you can do, right? Get out of my face, Thrall. What do you think you're playing at? Well, the only other thing I can think of is they've got away with the... Sorry, got away with the random number generator and actually stuck the chest in a static place. So the chest is going to be at a certain place each and every single time. So there's no differential variables or anything like that. It's just going to be in the exact same place for the exact amount of time, you know, the same number of times in each one. But, you know, I would say from my experience, you would have gotten the chest by now if it was in the raid. This amount of deaths does not prohibit the random number generation of this game and the chests available in the local positions it can be in. It must have actually been in one of those 2 rooms. Now, if I died in any of the attempts, then okay, that's down to me. But, you know, it should at least be there. And I haven't even done Crota's End in this set of rotation. This is the first time playing Destiny since the update, so, you know, there's no reason for them to basically not spawn the chests unless they've either got rid of them or the game's trolling me, basically. That's the only things it could be. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to try and at least solo this first section. It's not like you're going to get anything decent for doing it anyway. But tried to get the Thrall on my side, but it didn't work quite so well. So let's try soloing this thing, see if there's anything different. Of course, the challenges only really kick in until you get to the Death Singer, so... right, I gotta think about how I'm actually going to go about doing this. I want to give it another shot, but all I can really say is screw the game, and I'm not going to give it any more shots. They've probably moved the chest somewhere where they're not supposed to move it. but screw it. Jump over the fool's head. Then you need to jump up here. Then up here. You weren't supposed to do that. Oh, they trolled us. They blocked the wall. They knew. They knew people would do that. Trolls. Okay, people, now you need to account for getting over a wall. And I was double jumping and apparently I couldn't because of the weight of darkness. It's actually gotten dark outside where I am right now. I've been here for so long, it's actually gone from light to dark and my room's just like dark right now. And there's like someone's light on in their back garden, I can see. They trolled everyone by doing that. They seriously trolled everyone. The only other thing to do is check to see if they've done the same for the easier raids. Because if they've done the same, then that means everyone's chances of getting, you know, a peak at Crota's End are now over. Because they said, screw you solo players, we don't care about you. You know, we only care about people that try to do shit legit. Which sucks. Because they shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, there's no way you can get the height conceivably to do that. The only other thing I could think of is just try and do this legit, but as you see here, I'm running as fast as I can and I got done up the ass by nothing because that fool could not have got to me because I was running faster than it. You saw that. But apparently I wasn't running faster than it and it got me up the ass. So even though it could not have done that. So the only other thing I can think of is try it as the hunter and just like camo through. Because that was a viable strategy back in the day. And that should have been one of the first things I picked up on by doing this coverage is, have they screwed the raid up? And the answer is they definitely have. And look at that. Instantly a death, mate. Instantly a death because of the cursed fall getting me from a position it can't get me at. You know, it can't get me at. So I'm going to give it a few more attempts and then it might prohibit a rage crit or at least an investigation into other raids and see if they've broken them by making it so you can't even do any parts solo. Which will, you know, screw over a lot of people like me. They shouldn't tamper with the old stuff that they have in bad ways. So this serves as like a drop-off point. Because as you see here, you'd have to use your super white at the top of the jump. That'd be the only way to do it. Maybe. Don't even know. As you see, you progressively slow down and slow down to the point where you're like this. Tried it, but apparently I got hit even though that guy should have been stunned. So yeah, there's really nothing you can do. There really is nothing you can do here. Other than try and do it legit. So, I mean, I can always try, but I can't make any promises that I will. Of course, you're not meant to do it solo anyway, but, you know, screw it, the game sucks, so you have to do it solo. Because they should not have made it a forced cooperative system from the beginning. I've made this point in one of my TIS Reloaded videos. That they had this forced cooperative system. That wasn't even an attempt, I deliberately died there. Yeah, in one of my TIS Reloaded videos, I blatantly said they should not have made it a forced cooperative system, because then you get people like me that are going to complain about it. What's happened? They've made it a forced cooperative system, and people like me are complaining about it. Of course, not in a video that's going to get a massive amount of attention, but still complaining about it. Part of me thinks there is a way around this, because there has to be a way around this. But I don't know, so... I mean, what can you do when there's a wall right there? I wonder if you can land on top of this. I did, but apparently I didn't, so... Bugged nonsense. That did not kill me, okay? Just to clarify one point, that did not kill me. I aimed it away from the fall and apparently it hit the fall. What logic does that make? I aimed away from an enemy, yet I still get killed by the rocket. But hashtag bugged game mechanics, I should not be dying to trivial stuff like this. But of course, this is Destiny we're on about, and a level 1 can kill you, which makes 0 sense. So, Yeah, part of me thinks you should do this with a fire team. Well, that's what you're supposed to be doing, but of course, it's Destiny we're on about, right? That would not have been enough height to make the ledge, even if I wanted to make it. Get off my back, come on. Wow, not even hitting me, by the way, might I add. Hey, you can't slow me down, okay, game, come on. I said you can't slow me down. I said you can't slow me down. Having to talk right into the mic to get my points across. You know, because I'm literally going as fast as I physically can in this game. And apparently I'm getting killed and hit when you physically cannot get hit. So, the only other thing to try is, as I mentioned before, camoing through as the hunter. That's the only realistic way you can really get through this. But even then, that's kind of difficult to do. But whether or not I'll be able to do that is an entirely different matter. Maybe if you use a super or something at the top of your jump, and it got Way to Darkness on me right when I was going to use a double jump. So nothing I could have done about that. Okay, I'm going to give it like 1 or 2 more attempts and that's it. Because I'm sure people watching this right now really don't want to see me failing to stuff that you should not be failing to. Because obviously the raid's broken enough as it is. And we need to see if they've done anything stupid to the other raids. And then that would just like determine whether or not anything's actually going to happen regarding any of the new things. Okay, that does not count as an attempt because he got stuck on the geometry of the environment, which you really cannot get stuck on. So, again, this just proves my Guardian's a piece of shit and keeps dying to trivial nonsense, which he shouldn't be getting killed to. Again, come on, Guardian, you should be better than this, not keep dying to pathetic nonsense. Come on. I know you can do better than this. The only other thing to do is get my super up, but I really cannot get my super up right now. Died by nothing! You saw that nothing was anywhere near me and I'm dead, look. Nothing is near me and I'm dead. That cursed wall does not have that big of a blast radius, okay? Jesus me, this is getting really, really painful for me right now. If it's painful for you, imagine how painful it is for me, knowing something that you can do has now been officially broken. And I'm having a sore throat talking for so much, for so long. I really just want to cough down the mic just to piss you off more. Because of how pissed off I am. To reflect how mad I am at this broken ass game. For doing shit that it can't even do. But yeah, that was pathetic. Got rid of my jump. Wait, shouldn't have. 360. No, it's not 360, it's a 180. Get on top of the rock. Oh, I didn't get on top of the rock. My Guardian sucks. Which is true, because he does. And I did not need to reload there, and he's going to get himself killed because he sucks. He's not supposed to be dying to such trivial stuff, as I've mentioned 1,000,001 times in the past. He's not supposed to be dying to stuff. Come on, go! My semi-legit attempt at trying to do this. Just got to give the run around, that's all you can do, right? Where do we go next? Straight ahead. So I'm not going to give a very serious attempt at this. Because, you know, what can you do when a game is broken enough like this to prevent you from doing stuff that you really should be able to do, right? The fool's on my side, you distract him for while I keep going off ahead. Into the dark below. Or the dark beyond. Whatever the Destiny mission's called. Died by nothing! Died by nothing! You saw that, died by nothing, he had to rage quit 'cause he sucks. Jesus, what a pathetic Guardian. One insignificant shot and he's dead. Nothing he could have done to save himself, by the way. Okay, that just begs the question, what have they done with the old raid? If they've patched it there too, that means I have no chance of getting the Necrochasm ever. And that is all down to the bugged RNG of the raid anyway. Then it's just a matter of seeing if they've done the same thing for the first part of the Vault of Glass. Then I don't know what to do, because I'll see if Wrath of the Machine has been patched actually. So see if they've still allowed you to go in there. But I don't see any reason why they would have fixed the old raids, but they might have done. So I might as well give it a shot. And I'll see if I can camo as the hunter through to the, you know, the section of the raid, you know, where you get to the awesome kick-ass dance music and you have to kill the ogre. But my hunter character is not as good as my titan, so it'll have to be something done on the PS4 version, maybe later tonight, where I am. And maybe see if I can get my brother along and see if we can flub our way through stuff. Because that's the way we do things. Oh god, my throat's killing me now. Come on. I want to see if they've broken this raid or not. Then see if they've broken Vault of Glass. And then that will be it for me, and I'll just continue my coverage. Well, offline obviously. Not have to put you through any of this bogus commentary. Content commentary, yeah, there we go. It sounded like I was going to say that. Traverse the abyss. The blackened abyss. Where no light shines ever. Oh, he broke his legs and died. Weight of darkness acts on you. But yeah, you know when there's the chest, because the light would be on, as I've said numerous times in the past. In this very video I've mentioned that. Of course, there is no chest. So this is the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be something like this, where you can like literally one-shot the enemies, not get killed constantly by nonsense. Now, there's no way I'll really be able to do it anyway, so get myself killed. I like that. Hold on, I can't even see because of where I died. The angle's awful. Why can't you like free fly when you're dead, you know? Just like fly around the level. Kind of like what you can do in CS or something, you know. A game that's actually good, by the way, compared to Destiny. Even though I think CS sucks, you know. I think it's better than Destiny in the context of playability, because at least you can play that game. You know, you might not stand a chance against anyone who's a global elite, but yeah, they fixed it here too, look. So they've broken Crota's End, so you can't do it anymore. Which means my chances of getting the Necrochasm have come to a astounding 0, because they have broken Crota's End, everyone. Yeah, official confirmation, they have broken Crota's End. So what can you do when the game breaks itself? You have to break the game. You have to find the glitch, the workarounds. See, that's what's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to be, you know, tearing through the enemies, not enemies tearing through you. That's not the way this works. Stupid game and it's unrealistic nonsense. Yeah, thought I was gonna die there, game. Don't be ridiculous. You can't kill me. I can kill your slave enemies, however. So this it just reminds me of just going like, hey, you can't be reloading, Guardian. What do you think you're playing at, huh? He's on our side, you distract him for. Don't you dare slow down on me, Guardian. 360! That's not even a 360, it's a 180, but still. You know what I mean. Keep going! Get the speed boost. Oh no, I see something, like a knight or something maybe. Wow, I liked how he didn't even attempt to sprint there. He just like wanted to accept death or something. Hey, you can't be hitting me. And he died by nothing! What a pathetic little bitch. I'm sorry for screaming down the mic so much, but you gotta understand how frustrating it is when this idiot kills himself like a prick. Right, the only other thing to do is investigate Vaulted Glass. You can't access the hard mode because you need to at least beat the raid first in order to access it. Got a hair in my mouth after putting my mouth so close to the mic, it's disgusting. There's got to be at least an hour of salty commentary. You know, 40 minutes of actually good stuff, you know, saying this is awesome and all that, to basically complaining that the game's crap, because it is, for doing shit like this. Killing me for no reason, forcing you to do stuff legit, you know, it kind of sucks ass. Oh, and I need to check Wrath of the Machine after this as well to see if they've patched that. And then the only other thing to do about that then would be to say the game is crap, because it is, and see what else there is to do. I've changed my Sparrow. It looks like, yeah, they've patched this too, look. Wait, have they? Ah ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Bungie, I can beat you at your own game. See, because I'm better than they are when I'm doing stuff like this. They may have patched Crota's End, but they haven't patched this. So all we have to do now is wait for 2 minutes, or however long it's supposed to be for the spire to be raised, and then we can progress. So we have 4 more story missions to do. That's supposed to be to destroy the darkness. And apparently the speaker is hearing stories about me. How awesome I am at this, well, not how awesome I am at this game. Hopefully you guys can tell that my commentary is just in the given situations. Other than that, I really cannot think of anything. You know, you're supposed to be the 390 light versions of the raids, and it's just bullshit for the most part. Most of these are things you're never really going to be able to do anyway, because it's just unrealistic. It's supposed to be geared around most players, right? So there's some people that only really focus on doing Trials of Osiris. There's some people that focus only on doing raids. There's some people only focusing on the Crucible or Strikes or anything like that. You know, it's supposed to be geared around specific people. But to get to level 7, you need to be pretty sad and do a lot of stuff in this sense. But it's not impossible. There's going to be people that do it. I don't think I will, because I don't have the tenacity like some people do to actually sit through nonsense like the raids, which shouldn't even... Oh, what's this? What was that, Bungie? You said raise the spire? Well, I did just that. You can't deny me my spire raising skills. You cannot deny me because I did it. There you go, the spire's been raised. And I can still press select and show you that's still the case. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, okay. Something that's actually worth my time is coming on. So, tell me they haven't patched this. They have not patched this. Screw you, Bungie. I can play you at your own game. I can at least get the first chest in the Vaulted Glass now. Well, at least this is the easy mode, so they haven't really done anything there. So, were they completely unaware that people can still actually do this? But this is easy mode. Maybe they haven't changed the easy mode But then if they've changed if they've changed Crota's End, they might have changed this, or when the 390 Lite version of this comes along, they'll change it. But yeah. GG when you can get your first raid chest in Vault of Glass. It's a shame because I really wanted to try and do Crota's End with my brother, but if they've patched it, then there's going to be a massive amount of difficulty trying to do it. But yeah, that's as much as I'm going to be able to do in Vault of Glass, because the rest is impossible. I was away from the mic as well. I've been waiting to do that for like the past 15 minutes or something. Oh dear me, my throat is killing me because I've talked nonsense for nearly 2 hours. More like 1 hour 45 minutes actually. But Wrath of the Machine, seeing if they fixed that, which is right over here, and you need to beat it on normal first. So what do I need? I need my Twilight Garrison and a sword, and make sure I have some heavy ammo synths, which I have. Got my 2 Ascendant Energy because the game sucks. Then let's go into this and see if they fix this. And if they haven't fixed it, then I'll see what awesome stuff we can get. Or at least do the most easiest one, shall we say. One that guaranteed to get 2 chests, if that works. But yeah, I'm so ashamed at Crota's End, man. They took a good raid and they broke it. Can you believe that? So the reason why, right, if anyone has looked into my second channel, TIS Reloaded, the reason why there was a upload hiatus was because I wanted to do a guide showing how to get the Necrochasm. And what happens now? Well, sorry, I need to do like a little burp, sorry about that. But yeah, you know what happens now? They go ahead and they break Crota's End. Meaning there's no way you can conceivably get the Year 1 Necrochasm. Now, I thought they broke it before in the Taken King days, because I was just not getting the drop, and now I think it's confirmed they've broken the raid, or at least they've broken the Crux of Crota drop, unless it's something you just have to buy off Eris now and you just get the Year 1 Necrochasm so easily, but I doubt that's a possibility. But yeah, you just have to suffer through the first phase as much as you can. Unlike what I'm doing here, which is failing jumps, which are very easy because they don't actually spawn enemies initially, which is awesome. Also, I don't take any credit whatsoever. I think I did this in a previous Destiny live stream video, so if you want to check that out, you can do. I landed that, you saw that, completely landed on that platform, and he clipped off because he's an idiot. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to follow this. Oh, you piece of shit! He fell off the edge. He walked off by himself. You saw that. He walked off the platform by himself. So trying something when you're a salty potato is probably not the best idea I've ever had. There we go. You're supposed to do something like that. Whoa, don't you dare fall off, you jumping daredevil. And now we have to follow this. Blast over here. I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say anything. The glory of doing the Twilight Garrison method is that you expend less sword ammo. But if things are looking up, then I don't think they've actually fixed this. Whoa, gaining extra height and momentum there. Hey, you piece of shit, Guardian, I never told you to do that. Just decided to veer off by himself. Yeah, you can at least go up here. Then you have to hop over like this and sword swipe over. Then you jump up onto here. Then onto this glitched, stretched texture. Then you can't go any further. And then you just drop down, push forward, and you're in the Splicer's Den. Happy days. I celebrate with everyone as I get in here for the God knows how many time I've got in here, but still. The Splicer's Den. And we respawn in the den, which is good. So I thought I saw a blue dot on my radar, like someone's in my fire team joining me. Like, what? So I think I heard something, I really don't know. Like someone in the game, you know, saying something to me or something. Like, it's weird. Hopefully you haven't heard anything out of the ordinary, but as you see, if we go down here, then we come out, and what's this? A raid chest. Yeah, you can still get the raid chests. They haven't broken this raid, at least, in the terms of getting stuff that you should be entitled to get. So this is half of the method. The other half is taking a left as opposed to a right that I did. And you can basically glitch on top of the Splicer's Den. And if you glitch on top of the Splicer's Den, you can run all the way to the apex. And you basically die in the spawn of the apex area. And then you can just backtrack into Splicer's Den to get 2 more chests. Then 1 in Apex. And I believe that's all the raid chests in this case, where you just get, you know, collect it and get stuff. And then there's like the caches for beating the bosses. And I died because I thought the platform was somewhere where it wasn't. But yeah, they haven't broken Wrath of the Machine, so that's good. So recap, they haven't broken Vault of Glass, they haven't broken Wrath of the Machine, but they've definitely broken Crota's End. So that's pretty much all there is to say. Other than I'll try some stuff offline, but when I said my coverage, and there's still no Echo Chamber Strike on the Xbox One. It should be right here. And no Echo Chamber Strike. So, rip Echo Chamber. But that's pretty much it, to be honest. I've had my fair share of Destiny Salt for today. I really don't deserve to sit for any more. We are just going to take one last trip to the tower, see if there's anything else that's changed. And then I'll end. Coming up to nearly 2 hours. 2 hours of coverage. Salty coverage for the past hour. I'm really sorry for doing that, guys. Especially when I have to talk right into the mic to get my point across. You know, I really don't mean to deafen you, but stuff happens. And when you're angry, you really don't care about anybody else. So when I speak into the mic, that's me not caring about you. Because the game is crap. And it's not your fault. It's Bungie's fault. So you shouldn't be penalised for the game being awful. And me having to vent my rage out at someone. Which so happens to be the people watching this video. If they've skipped past parts, then that's fair enough. You haven't had to hear me talking to the mic. But anyone sat through this whole thing, you deserve like £20 million. Or $20 million, but £20 million is worth more, so take that instead if anyone asks you. Unless it's like forged, then don't take it, or don't take it in general, because no one's ever going to ask you or, you know, give you that much money. So what the hell's that? Oh, I was going to say, what happened to my Iron Gallahorn? I was going to say, it's not my Iron Gallahorn, is it? I'm going crazy, man. That's what this game does. You lose your brain cells one by one. I'll put my black spins out. If I have to get rid of some stuff, I will do. Putting myself at 390, just on 390. Let's see if we get anything decent out of it. Legendary. Couple legendaries. Oh, what's this? I got Yazoz's Pendulum. How many times have I gotten Yazoz's Pendulum? The Vitruvius. The Vitruvius mark. So 385 arms. then the 385 chest, then the 385 legs, then the 390 mark, which is on par with the mark I already have. I don't even know what to do. Well, you might need a class armor, so I'll just infuse that to be 390 because reasons. Screw the Vanguard. And my artifacts, that's 390, 390, 390. Might as well get the memory of Scory up to 390 by dismantling that. Unless legendaries drop at 390 instead, unless that's just me. I don't know. They could drop at a max of 390 instead. I'll just put this grayscale lens up. I don't think I've even done any gameplay with the grayscale lens. So, just if I equip it, then everything goes black and white. So that's just like a nice little feature. Nice little differential variable, shall we say. One thing I was curious about, if Eris Morn sells anything different. And the answer is no. Everything is up at level 5 now. You don't have any chance of getting a antiquated rune, but you can donate your mouldering shards to increase reputation. Donate your antiquated runes. Donate your Hadrian Flakes or Worm Spore to increase reputation. I'm not going to give any of those away. Maybe Worm Spore and stuff, but that would be as far as it goes. Next, let's take a look at the exotic weapons. So here we have still only 2, but as you see now we have a bunch more primaries. A lot of these are called exotic adepts, which are basically exotics in the raids, the 390 raids to be exact. We have our specials and stuff. Then we have heavies over here and the legacy items like Necrochasm and Vex Mythoclast. Notice how they've changed Necrochasm's description, so now it says kills with this weapon trigger a Curse Wall explosion, not precision kills. So that's something that's different. But there's just going to be all these exotic adepts here, like Vision of Confluence or something that I'm never going to get, even though I've never had it to begin with. And exotics has not seemed to have changed in the armor sense. The only other thing to do would be to speak to Mr. Zavala, see what he has up for grabs today.
You could use some help.
We can get a Triad engram. I'll just snag that bounty while I can. And I'll do one very special thing for you guys, because I like you so much. And I've sat through 2 hours of torture. Well, no, 1 hour of salty commentary. You've sat through 2 hours of torture. You deserve to see this Cold Between Stars. It's only fair. So, where is it exactly? It's right here. I need 25 silver dust. You cannot purchase silver dust, can you? Because that would be too fair. I wonder how much dismantling a ornament would give you. Heart of Gold for Truth. Oh, I don't even have that many. Anyway, oh my god, that's bad. Please tell me I can. I'm sorry, Days of Iron Ornaments, you have to go. That's for 1. Are you kidding me? Oh, sorry, you have to dismantle these for 5. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm not going to have enough, am I? That's going to be so ass if I don't even have enough to get one. No, because I need 1 more and I don't have 1 more, do I? Well, I need to have an additional 1. I don't even know if I can. Okay, that doesn't give you silver dust. Oh my day. I'm sorry, Heart of Gold. As much as I would want you on the truth, I'm just not using it, so that can go. I'm not going to use a SRL Champions Ornament anytime soon. Unfortunately, I don't have enough silver dust, which is so terrible. Because I really wanted to show you guys, get the Cold Between Stars in action. And it's so ass that the game doesn't even give you enough ornaments to use. That sucks ass, man. Great game, right? Great game. Oh, sorry, I don't have enough space apparently for some chroma. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, right? Oh, and the only other thing to try as well, because I can try this, is to see what happens if you dismantle a weapon that has a ornament already on it. Like the Trespasser here, for instance, has an ornament already on it. What happens if I get rid of it? Because I'm not going to use it. I haven't used the Trespasser in ages, so Trespasser, you have to be the one up for grabs here today. You get nothing. You don't even get your silver dust back for that. That is awful. I can't even reward you guys with an exotic ornament because the game doesn't give you enough silver dust to get one. That is pathetic, man. That is absolutely pathetic. And now you go to the Eververse.
Let's see if I can help you, Titan.
Where now you have silver to get Treasure of the Ages. And you have to get a full set of you have to get a full set of Age of Triumph armor to get a a shader, which is probably not even worth getting. The only other thing to try would be to go up here. I'm just going to see what's in this room. Bounty is pretty much the same. There's nobody up here, is there? Because everyone's below us, right? Every blue icon we see here is below us. And FYI, because this area is opened up, there would be a dead ghost around here for anyone who needs to get that. There's nothing much to say now. I remember back in the day you had the Queen's Wrath around here somewhere, you know. The Queen's Wrath. And you had to kill like Draxus with like Heroicon or something. And if you did it, then you would get your reputation. You get like Queen's Wrath reputation and you get legendaries and stuff. That was awesome. Part of me wants to have the Year 1 Destiny back. Not doing this bull nonsense. But actually having Year 1 Destiny back the way it was. But instead they've just updated the same game and it just sort of takes things away. But unfortunately guys, I can't reward you with the Cold Between Stars because the game's been stingy with how much you need in order to get it. But I sure as hell will get that for you. Regardless of what it takes. Hopefully not too much. But with that, I'm done. I mean, I'm at the end of my I'm at the end of the road, you know. My tether can only take so much, you know. There's only so much force you can put me through, and this is seriously painful. And if you really think it's not, then it is. But I really cannot do anything else right now. I've wasted your time for 2 hours probably. And I am done. Well, not entirely done. How about we take one final trip to the Iron Temple and see if there's anything even remotely new there. Then I will end. Because that's the only place I really haven't been to yet. To see if there's anything else. And we do have to go here, but I think that's for the weekly patrol and the Iron Lord's legacy. Yep, definitely wasted 2 hours of your time. I'm sorry, everyone. But there's bugged game mechanics, nothing I could do. I tried my best, but in the end it didn't even matter. Because I'm only at level 3 and I doubt I'm going to get much higher than this. Especially seeing as there's some things that you can't even do. But it doesn't even matter. Because you know what, I'm never going to be able to beat some of these ridiculous challenges they try and make you do. I like how you can just go back in the start menu after you've just like blatantly gone out of it. That's a nice touch. I will get you Cold Between Stars, don't worry about that. That's it really. there's nothing more to talk about other than doing the Age of Triumph quest line. That's all he can do, right? So what does Shiro have to say?
I'm here to help.
Complete patrols. No thank you. Iron Battle Axe and Fallen. That's all I'm going to do there. What's this? If you get an Ice and Fire token, you can increase your Vanguard reputation, but I know the Ice and Fire tokens for doing the Wrath of the Machine raid, I think, which is something I'm not going to do. I've never even received one Ice and Fire token, as a matter of fact, because the game is, as I might have mentioned before, very stingy with stuff.
History?
And no, there's nothing there. Also, you might notice this guy's got fire on his head. That is because he's done the Nightfall or the Daybreak Strike. So when you actually beat it, I don't think it has anything to do with if you get the gold medal, if you get the time or whatever. But I believe if you do beat the Nightfall Strikes, then you do get like fire around your head, and it does offer like experience bonuses for everybody else. But again, I'm quite surprised that someone's actually managed to do the Nightfall because it sucks, because my voice is cracking up now and it's dark in here, so there's a very high chance I might trip over something. But I think I'm just going to do some of the story missions, get my 100 legendary marks, probably see what's up next. It's guaranteed to take me to Challenge of the Elders and the raid, which I'm not going to be able to do because guess what? Both are broken. Yes, both are broken. Vault of Glass isn't. Kingsfall I've never done. And Wrath of the Machine, that is perfectly fine. So the Crota's End is the only raid they've really messed up. So it's just such a shame. Such a shame. But it doesn't even matter. So if I can... Well, I'm just going to end it. So as I put my controller down, thank you for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed my madness, you deserve £20 million, as I said before. Hashtag Destiny sucks in the comments below if you've watched this far as well. And if you just clicked to the very end to hear me say that, then still put it in the comments so I know you actually heard it. Hashtag Destiny sucks. I'm the Inadequate Streamer, and this has been my Age of Triumph coverage. This is all I'm going to be doing for Destiny for the near future. I'll be playing on the PS4 version with my brother, hopefully. It's okay, but I can't make any promises. But with that, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.